Hi, I'm Brandy Kramer, and thanks for joining us for our Facebook Live on decorating teams and leagues with special effect heat transfer vinyl. Today we're just going to kind of go into different ways to upsell your garments using heat transfer decoration methods. But first I'd like to mention to join us at the workshop Wednesdays. If you take a look there, it's in many different locations. It is Vinyl Cutter Bootcamp, March 13th, and Heat Transfer Vinyl 101, along with Vinyl Cutter Bootcamp with the Graph Tech, March 14th, in various locations. So please join us if you're local to that area. But most of us have decorated for some teams, whether it's schools or recreation leagues or even travel teams. A great way to go ahead and get yourself noticed is to use different types of heat transfer vinyl, which is special effect. There's a lot of benefits to going ahead and looking at some different directions for the special effects of the heat transfer vinyl, whether it's upselling the garment to offer that different look, getting the team noticed. Everybody likes to have their uniforms noticed and oohed and awed about. So whether it's the glitter or whether it's reflective, it just will get your work noticed to hopefully drum up some new sales for you. And then also the perceived value of just whether it's different artwork, and again, using that special effect heat transfer vinyl. So what we're going to go ahead and do today is we have a lot of garments to decorate. We have about 7, and hopefully we will be able to get this done in a good amount of time. So let's go over and start heat decorating. Okay. So we have a hex camo. This is kind of like a soccer goalie shirt, and it is polyester. The nice thing about our color reflective is that it is a natural dye inhibitor because of the reflective nature and the components of the material. We're heating on 300 degrees just because of time management, but we all know that all of our heat transfer vinyls, they do have their own recommended settings for a successful application. I'm using the 11x15 platen. So we're going to go ahead and heat apply this. Let me go ahead and cover it up. And again, this is a hex camo using the color reflective red for a soccer goalie shirt. Go ahead and apply that. There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let this cool just a little bit. The color reflective does like a little bit of a cooling. We've all decorated for soccers. Sometimes they like to have some different looks, especially the goalies, we know. So I'm going to go ahead and see if that's cool enough. Seems to be. And again, we have that natural inhibitor for any kind of dye migration. Okay, and there we go. And this is a little bit of a reflective for the red. Oh, super cool. I like it. All right. So next we're going to go ahead and get into some track and field. Typically, along with decorating garments for the different sports, a great way to add on to your sales and to offer some package or bundles is to offer those complementary garments such as the warm-up suit. So we're going to go ahead and put this a different direction. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and apply the back. There's a little bit of a lip there, so we're going to make sure that is not in the way. I did already pre-press this to remove any moisture or wrinkles. And this is going to be a 2-step, again, just kind of adding a little bit more of an effect or a wow to these garments that could be just a one color. Just want to make sure that we're centered. Okay. And again, we're going to go ahead and line this up. I just cut by color. When I was cutting my artwork, all the artwork was designed in CADWorks Live, which is a very easy to use, very user-friendly, free online design software. There we go. This is one of our new colors. This is the Pearl electric Pearl. We brought in about 8 new colors in the electric line. Just want to make sure that's lined up. The second color is a metallic gold. We've recently added some colors to that line as well. There we go, and that is actually a cold peel. So we're going to go ahead and let this cool a little bit. Get it off the press so I can cool a little quicker. And then we're going to be doing a left chest as well for the name of the runner. Okay. Oh yeah, that turned out really nice. I'll give you a view as soon as we get that left chest logo done. Okay, so here's the left chest, and I'm not going to change out my platen. I certainly could use the handy dandy 4x4 for the left chest, but just to save some time, I'm going to use a print perfect pad. I just want to make sure that this lip here is not going to hinder my pressure. Perfect, okay. We're going to go ahead and just, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to check my pressure. Anytime you use an accessory, you want to check your pressure because it's going to be different, whether it's a pillow or a print perfect pad. You're going to have to adjust it a little bit. But using these accessories really are worth their weight in gold because it makes the heat printing so much more easier. There we go. I didn't use a cover sheet, but that carrier should protect it. And again, this is the metallic line that Stahls has recently launched. We're going to go ahead and just let this cool a little bit. It's great on those feather or lightweight t-shirts because it's so soft. It's a one-step, kind of like the foil. Very nice. Go ahead and show that. Oh yeah, looks really nice. And you definitely, the perceived value of this jacket is so much more higher than just a straight one color application. Looks really nice. Thanks for watching, Rosemary and Howard. Okay. So next we are going to do a little bit of work with the Reflective 2. Our Reflective 2 is a great product if you want to have that reflective nature. Doesn't necessarily have to be ANSI certified, whether it's for, you know, a dance team that's on their jackets. You know, they have that visibility when they walk out, any kind of cheerleading. This is a golf. Any complimentary custom work on an already ANSI certified vest, you don't have to incur that cost of the 3M. The Reflective 2 is about 40% cheaper. So we're going to go ahead and put the Reflective 2 on the back of the jacket just to kind of give it some visibility. Oh, that's very small. And again, everything is applied at the 300 just for sake of, oh, my pressure, time management. Okay, so the Reflective 2, it is a hot peel, so we can go ahead and pull that off. Nice thing with the heat printing, you can really do so many different placements, whether it's on the cuff or the back of the hood. We're going to go ahead and grab our little handy dandy Print Perfect pad again. Go ahead and put it in the left chest. Have to change my pressure. There we go. Have you guys worked a lot with the reflective material? Let's see if any of you have. Oh. There we go. Got some Tennessee. What garment? Is fabric of the purple jacket. The purple jacket is a polyester. But we'll take a look at the tag just in case. If you do notice any kind of heat press box mark, that's why we can lower the temperatures on some of the materials that are specifically designed for a lighter temperature application. So here's the golf jacket. We have the left chest logo here, and then we have that visibility placement on the back. You can go ahead and do the cuffs, hood, and again, it's a nice complementary garment for maybe a contract that you might have with a track and field. Okay. And now we'll double check. We go ahead and take a look at that jacket now. Let's take a look here. Yep, 100% polyester. Again, if you do have some heat sensitivity garments, we do have the Power Platen available as an accessory. Let me take a look here. No, it's not Augusta, it's an athletic wear. And this is a Sport Tech Hex Camo garment for the ladies. I'm going to go ahead and thread this since I have the 11 by 15 platen. And again, offering that that glitter flake along with a 2-color gives it that higher perceived value. So we're going to go ahead and line up our first layer, and then we'll come in with our second layer, which is the neon green glitter flake. Pressure is a little off because I did not adjust it after the Print Perfect pad. So we'll just increase that pressure a little bit. There we go. It's a little high now. Okay. So we've got that, that neon green and the pink. Looks very nice together. We're going to go ahead and line up our secondary color. And again, this was all created in CADWorks Live, a free online design software. This isn't lining up as well as I thought it would. Yeah. Must not have left a little bit of room there, but you guys get the gist of it, right? You see what I'm trying to do. So we have the two color of the glitter flake, the neon green and the black. Again, hopefully get noticed with the people on the field. Get some oohs and ahs on who did these garments, which looks really nice together. And we'll go ahead and show you. There we go. Looks good. And again, that's a hex camo, and the glitter flake does have some properties when it comes to inhibiting. Okay, so next we're going to go into just kind of one of those, you got a conscientious customer and they really just want something super basic. They want just a t-shirt with a single color application. We all have those. So we have just kind of a Gildan t-shirt, and instead of using white, this will kind of get you noticed a little bit, is our neon yellow. The Fashion Film neon colors are the same price as the Fashion Film regular colors. So we're going to go ahead and we'll thread this, put the 16 by 20 platen with a quick slip pad protector on it for easy loading. And I will test my pressure along with removing any moisture or wrinkles with that pre-press. There we go. So we've got the Fashion Film in the neon yellow, bound to get some attention. There we go. Lewis, just to answer your question, the reflective materials, yes, they do have a natural blocker because of the makeup of the material. There we go. We've got a beer league shirt. These guys, they don't want to spend a lot of money on their t-shirts or on their jerseys because, you know, they're drinking beer. That's what they need money for. There we go. That's nice and bright. All right, so next is one of my favorite materials, and it's a great way to offer an authentic like jersey, which is our SimStitch. We have our SimStitch, which is heat press only. You don't have to sew it on for permanency. Has an adhesive on the back here. And we're going to go ahead and do our background first. And then we will continue with our foreground. Again, this is available in our services department. Whether you're looking to decorate sports apparel, or maybe you want to decorate a collegiate type of sweatshirt. Very popular with Greek wear as well. And I had numbers. There we go. We'll go ahead and line these up together. It's about right. Okay. So some of the main difference, I see a question here, of Fashion Film and Premium Plus. One of the main differences is going to be color variation. Fashion Film has a lot of different colors available, more so than Premium Plus. Premium Plus has now a low tack or a high tack option, and it's great for when you need to decorate for a garment that requires a little bit of stretch and rebound for the sporting industry. It's very soft and it has a high stretch to it. So I encourage you to get a sample or get a roll of the Premium Plus, whether it's low tack if you're doing names and numbers and you really want to rip through that job when it comes to weeding, or you can get the higher tack that is great for those fine details. Let's see, and it has the Premium Plus has a low temperature setting as well. So if you are working with a garment that is heat sensitive, it's a great choice because you can keep that temperature pretty low. I think 280, but don't quote me on that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add our foreground. Again, this is our SimStitch. It's perfect for that applique look. Or maybe you have a customer that doesn't want to invest in what it costs to have it embroidered. Heat press that. I personally like the distressed applique myself. I love it on sweatshirts and hats. So definitely check that out in our services. Okay. Here we go. We've got a nice travel baseball shirt. And I'm going to actually hold this up to the other camera so you can see the texture. Whoa. So you can see that it has that twill, that texture to it. So really cool product. Great way to upsell, especially on a travel team and they're wearing their travel apparel. Okay, so lastly, we're going to go ahead and do this sweatshirt from J America. And this is super cool. So I was really excited that this was in a sample pack that I recently got. I'm going to actually take that off. And what it is, it's going to be a two-step, and it's a Thermo-Film background with an acrylic felt foreground. So we're going to go ahead and just heat press this to remove the moisture and the wrinkles. And again, the Thermo-Film is the background, so we're going to go ahead and lay that down first. Okay, so there's our Thermo-Film in white. I'm just going to up the pressure just a tad. And then the acrylic felt, of course, does have the adhesive on the backing. And we're going to go ahead and do that. I think I did that for too long, but we're going to go ahead and do that top layer. And it comes, the acrylic felt comes in about six different colors. So we're going to go ahead and line this up. Actually, I think this one goes here. We're going to go ahead and line this up. We're going to heat print it directly onto the Thermo-Film. I think it's backwards. Here we go. There is a product called thermal tape that you can go ahead and tape on so things don't move for accurate pressing. It's just one of those accessories that make your life a little easier when you're heat printing. Okay, go ahead and cover that. This is the last one, fingers crossed. Okay. I think it's going to look really nice and it will be great. Even on a baseball cap, even if you're doing something like this on a baseball cap, I think it would be really cool too. Neat. Will the world of heat printing ever cease to amaze me? That looks really, really good. I like that a lot. Okay, so let me walk up here. I don't have the best eyesight, so Tanya, that is so cool. What is this stuff called? The Mountaineer jersey. Yes, this is the SimStitch, it's called. Cool thing about SimStitch is that it is laser cut, so you do not need to have a sewing machine, embroidery machine, anything. It comes to you either on this carrier, or it can come into free floating, depend if you get the custom or not. But it comes in a wide variety of different colors, and also it can come in different like pattern effects too. So it's a really, really cool product. It's great for if you work with any kind of Greek wear or anything like that. It's one of my favorite products actually. So that's the SimStitch. Does it come pre-cut? Yeah, it comes pre-cut. The SimStitch, you can have it in free floating letters or numbers, like this here. This may have come free floating and you would just line up the letters, or you can get it in a custom on the carrier. If I answered your questions, I hope I did. So leading into this handy dandy pack here, I have a little bit of a mess here. But if you're interested in the acrylic felt, if you're interested in the SimStitch, and you really just kind of want to get a sample garment and get it out there in your shop, let your customers look and feel it. This here, and there is a link that we can go ahead and put on the screen for you, but this is a $5 sample pack. And I ordered it with a couple of others, and I was impressed, totally 100% impressed. It has not only the SimStitch, but the nice thing is it has the express print. So if you're looking for, if you are looking for a full color option, and you just have a cutter, don't turn away those customers. Go ahead and take a look at our services, because we do have this available in several different ways to get a custom logo done. So we have express print, good for cottons, polyesters. We have the glitter. Let me go ahead and show this as well. So you also get a sample of the glitter. You get a sample of the perma-twill. So if you're looking, if a customer is looking for a more kind of like an embroidery patch or a patch, this is a great product. And then we have the subless stock opaque, great for stretchy garments. And then you get a sample of the CAD-CUT Premium Plus. And then here is where you would get that Thermo-Film background and the acrylic felt. It's already done for you. You can go ahead and make a garment. It's a great way to go ahead and show your customers that this product is something that you can do. And then the SimStitch as well. So the SimStitch is Here we go. Let me get this out here. The SimStitch is a great alternative to embroidery instead of like subbing out. And then you get a coupon, 10% off of your custom logo order. So let me take a look at the questions here and see if there's anything else. Yes, just Mary, if you want to get samples, follow that link. It's a $5 pack. You get all of those samples. So it's a great way, again, to just very small investment to upsell and to broaden your product line, show your customers what you can do. This is awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad this was actually my first Facebook Live. So hopefully I did well. But I wanted to remind you guys to please join us on Mondays at 11 o'clock Eastern Time for the morning show. It's been a pleasure being here, and I hope you enjoyed all the garments we made and you ordered that $5 sample pack.